Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. Guerlain just launched their new eyeshadow quads with a brand new eyeshadow formulation, also mascara, fragrances, and I'm here to give you all the details, review, and this makeup look using all these brand new products by Guerlain. Indeed, Guerlain just launched their new eyeshadow quads. They all look extraordinary with a brand new eyeshadow formula, also a new mascara, a new fragrance. I went ahead and placed my order at Guerlain's website. They had an early access, but don't you worry, by the time that you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure all of these products will be available at major retailers. I will be leaving not only all the details of the products that I'm going to be talking about today, the rest of my makeup, absolutely everything will be on the description box below, along with the links of where to find these products. As you can tell, I already have foundation, concealer, bronzer, blush on. Again, all details will be on the description box below. So today I'm going to focus on one of the eyeshadow quads. It's 940 Royal Jungle Ombre. This is the beautiful unicorn, very simplistic black. It says on the top the shade name. These eyeshadows, they are made in Italy. They have a total of 6 grams of product, and they come in this beautiful Guerlain velvet pouch, black. It says Guerlain. Oh, so beautiful. And then you see right there is the baby Guerlain. Oh my. Super reflective. Love the compact and love that is simplistic. Now to open it up, it has a little kind of like a lip right here, and then you just need to lift it up like this. And let's take a peek on the inside. Oh, this looks so beautiful. These are my type of shades. So beautiful. One of them is embossed with the name Guerlain. The quad comes with a nice size mirror too. I mean, it's a big size mirror, and then 2 applicators. One of them is a typical one that has the 2 sponges on each side. I actually do not dislike them. I actually use them on the go at times. And then this other one right here, you have a sponge applicator on one side and then a brush on the other side. I mean, these are not of like wow revolutionary, but you know, they do the trick sometimes when you're like on a hurry or you don't have enough space to take your brushes with you. Let's go for swatches. Ooh, I'm so excited. Ooh, they feel so soft, not creamy. There's a little bit of a grit to them, but they are soft. Oh, the embossing that says Guerlain is living. Okay, this one right here has more emollients, the darkest one, I could tell. This I felt that it has a little bit, it's a little bit more gritty in general. So these are the shades. This is a beautiful bronzy tone. Ooh, that's lovely too. Look at that. And then we have one that is more copper. And then the deepest one, which is not a black shade, but rather a deep, intense, neutral, leaning cool brown. I really like that all of the shades, they have a different undertone, that they are not alike. All of them, they are unique. This shade has a satin formulation. This deeper shade is a matte formula. This one looks a little bit more kind of like a sparkly, and I guess that's why I feel the grittiness to it, because it is more sparkly. And then the copper shade is more of a metallic shade. Sonia G Classic Crease, and I'm gonna go to this shade, and I'm just gonna take it on the outer third, and then I'm gonna apply it also on the crease. Wayne Goes Offer brush, and I'm going to this shade and apply it on the outer third. Ooh, that's such a pretty shade. Beautiful shade. Going back with the Sonia G Classic Crease, And I'm just blending the edge of the deepest shade just a little bit. A Smith 253 brush, and I'm going to go to the lightest shade. And I'm taking this shade and applying it from the inner third all the way to the middle. As you can tell, this shade here really doesn't have a base. It's more of like, and it's not chunky, it's just, you can even tell from, perhaps not in the camera, but you can see the little like dots of shimmer. Okay, now with finger application you can see it a little bit more. Let's do something else. Let's go for the same brush, and I just got a little bit right there, and I'm gonna be using MAC Fix Plus, just a little amount, and I'm gonna apply it wet. Oh my gosh, do you saw that? Wow. If you want way more intensity, definitely wet will be a good way to apply it, because with the finger you get a softer application. And there is some translucency to this shade. It's more kind of like a tauper shade, but it has a very light pigment to it. Sonia G Builder Brush from the Lotus collection, and I'm gonna go to this shade. And by the way, this brush collection from Sonia G is now back in stock. It just makes me so excited because this is such a good brush set. And I'm applying this shade on the lower lash line. Sonia G Soft Definer from the Lotus collection, and I'm gonna go to this shade, and I'm gonna take it and emphasize it a little bit on the outer edges. Sonia G Flat Definer, and I'm gonna go to the deeper shade, and I'm gonna line my lower lash line very close, taking the same shade and applying it on the upper lash line too. Benefit Roller Liner in the shade Brown. Guerlain has also launched a new mascara. It's called the Noir G Volume Intense with 24 hours wear, which I will not wear for 24 hours, but long-lasting mascara made in France. And look at this beautiful tube, gold, and then right here you have the emblem of Guerlain in black. See the wand? Okay, it's more of like a curved wand. The mascara has not a wet consistency, rather a thicker consistency. Let's see how much I can build it. Now, definitely is giving me volume, but not too much length. Just very volumizing. I don't think I will build it more than this because it seems like it wants to get my lashes all together, and that's something that I'm not going for. So definitely not length, but rather just volume, separation. But look at that. My lashes, they look a lot more volumized. Really nice mascara. Going for a Guerlain lipstick. Done with the makeup, let's go for comparisons. I immediately thought that Royal Jungle looked very much alike to one of my beloved palettes from Tom Ford, Suspicion. There is something, a little bit of something, but I think there's also a difference. Let me just swatch it. Yeah, there is a big difference right here. This one is a lot brighter. This one has more of like a rose gold undertone. Now this copper right here, we can say that it's alike. And then this one right here is more of like a taupey shade. It's cool tone. This one, it does have a little bit of like a reddish undertone. which is lovely, but I think there is a difference in between both of them. Also, I thought about Chanel Mediterranean, these, but looking at them in person, no, not really. You see right there. They're just different, in general, different. I mean, I don't, yeah, if perhaps this shade right here to this shade, no, I like, but this shade right here is more metallic. This is more of a taupe shade. Also, I thought about Victoria Beckham Beauty Silk, another one of my favorite ones. This one is very alike to Suspicion. Yeah, definitely different. I think with Royal Jungle, you're gonna get more intensity out of the eyeshadows. They can be on the family, but there's still a little bit of difference. Now let's go for this new fragrance from Guerlain, and it is from the Aqua Allegoria line in Nerolia VETIVER. And I got this little sample right here, but basically the bottle will come like this one right here. This is one of my favorites, Coconut Fizz, and it's just so hard to find right now. So good, but I'm just excited to give this one a try. Spray is not the best. There you go, but see? This is a freshie. You know, this is kind of like that fresh water that you just splash right after shower. That's how it smells. It reminds me to part of my childhood in a way. I think one of my brothers or a couple of my brothers may have had something like this. I definitely smell more than the vetiver, which is a note that I'm not very fond to vetiver because sometimes it turns on me a little bit weird. Sometimes it smells a little bit kind of like celery. I know that's funny, but yeah, it does. But actually, this one, this is smelling so good. This is very fresh and like just fresh, super fresh. A little bit more green. You can definitely scent neroli. It does have fig, and the fig comes out in the dry down. As it's drying down, I can smell that softness of the fig without being too sweet. And a little bit of musk. And the vetiver is there, but it's not like jumping at you. It's a very fresh take to it. Kind of like a garden, not floral, not at all, because the neroli brings a little bit of that citrus in it. And you can definitely smell also the basil in it. It's just very beautiful. I like it. Mostly for summertime, I think it's a beautiful, fresh scent. Just like all of the Aqua Allegoria. They are just so happy and fresh, and they're just so beautiful. And this is the same. And as it's drying down, I can really have more of that fig scent and a little bit more present of that basil that makes it like very like nice and refreshing. Very beautiful fragrance. Okay, my friends, and now let's go on to my first impressions about this new formulation from Guerlain Royal Jungle Eyeshadow Quad. First of all, presentation is stunning. The packaging is not extremely heavyweight, but it's not flimsy either. I love that it's all gold, although yes, it's fingerprint central, but that's okay. I love this color story. It's my type of color story. As far as formula goes, is nothing like Tom Ford wet and dry formulation in terms of like the formula. When you touch it, no, it's not. This right here has more emollients, which I really appreciate. There's a lot of consideration on this deep shade right here. And that's something super important because the deepest shades sometimes tends to be the driest, mostly when they are matte shades. And when they have a lot of emollients, they are a lot easier to work with. Therefore, they are not patchy. These two formulas right here are beautiful. This is a lovely satin soft shade that is easy to blend and to apply, and I'm really impressed about this formula right here of this copper tone. Very beautiful, and actually in terms of finish, very alike to the finish of the Tom Ford. Not the formula again, the formulas are different, it's just that finish. Now this shade right here, in terms of formula, is not of my favorite formulation, but I see what they were trying to do right here. They were trying to do something that could act as a topper that doesn't have a lot of a base. It doesn't have fallout, but you can also build it up. So it's very versatile. You don't get this strong like pigment right here, like say like the Tom Ford or even the one from Victoria Beckham Beauty, but you get, if you apply it once, you will see a little bit of glistening going on top. If you apply it with your finger, then you will see more pigment. Then, as you were able to see by my demo, if you apply it with a little bit of a mixing medium, then boom, there you go. You have a light to a metallic shade, and I like that because you see, like by swatching it, you may be like, oh no, this is gritty. No, it's not gonna give me what I want. And then when you swatch it, it's like it doesn't look like it has pigment under it. But then it takes you by surprise because it's more, you can play with it a little bit more depending on the mood that you're going for, depending on the look, whether you're going for a daytime look or a nighttime look. Honestly, very well composed palette between the color story, the shade selection. I really love this shade right here. It's stunning. It gives you a little bit more of that sultry kind of look that is just lovely. I cannot wait to try the other ones, show you some looks with the other eyeshadow quads. Stay tuned for that. And then as far as the mascara goes, really nice mascara if you like a ton of volume. I mean, like this mascara gave me volume, 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 volume. The only thing that I will have to give you an update is that this mascara, already from the tube, it feels drier. It's not dry, but it feels drier. And usually with these kind of volumizing mascaras, it tends to be like they feel not super wet, but they feel a little bit, you know, wetter. And then as it progresses, then they become like this. So I will have to obviously see how, you know, with time, how much it will last me, if it flakes or not. It doesn't seem like it's the one that it will flake. The lashes is still, you know, nice and bendable, which is, that's something important. And I was doing that right now, and there's no transfer, which I feel like that is also important for many of you, and it lifts up my lashes. So I feel fairly confident about this mascara. So far, so good. I really love the volume that it gave me. The only thing that I wish it could have given me also a little bit of length. I like mascaras that they give me both volume and length, and this one is just volume. And as far as building the intensity of the mascara, I will say you can build it up, but don't go too overboard on building it up, because there's a point that your lashes are going to start wanting to, you know, like get together, and you don't want, you know, a spider leg kind of mascara. That's for sure. You don't want that. And then as far as the fragrance, yeah, it's a fresh fragrance. Now the fig is more present. I cannot smell pretty much the mask. It's the fig and that vase. So it's really nice. It's really a beautiful, like a freshy kind of like summer type of fragrance, out of the shower kind of fragrance, just like to start your day. Really lovely fragrance. Okay, my friends, and this makes it for this video. I hope that you found it helpful, informative. Let me know which of the other Guerlain eyeshadow quads would you like me to review for you, which ones you are eyeing. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. While you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.